Okay, so problem number 5. Problem number 5 is asking us to do basically literally what a dictionary should do, which is hold a series of translations. So in this case, we're making an English to pirate dictionary. If you look up an English word, it should give you the pirate variant of it. So instead of sir, you should get matey. Instead of students, you should get swabbies, etc. So you need to construct this dictionary, and then we need to write a program that translates the dictionary. So let's get on that. I'm going to start by defining my pirate dictionary. I'm just going to call it pirate dictionary, pirate dict, and then thankfully I have defined it already myself. I've already written it separately in a text editor, and I'm just going to copy it over. You should write it out by hand, obviously. This having to construct a long dictionary like this by hand is mostly an exercise in teaching you how to write the dictionary construct, which is that it's a series of comma-separated items with the key, colon, and then the value following it. So go ahead and do that. Write it all out. It'll be good for you. It's good practice. All right. And then what we need to do is we need to take the text that gets passed in to translate via this text. So I'm going to go ahead and write out a doc string for us real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Translate English words in text to pirate equivalents and returns translate. Here we go. As our doc string out of the way. So this is our pirate dictionary. I'm going to go ahead and comment this stuff like whoops. Sorry, that is a different commenting system. I'm going to comment this stuff like I usually would do. So this is constructing pirate dictionary. And I've put them on separate lines, the individual dictionary entries on separate lines here. You don't have to do that. They can be on the same line like this, inline definitions. I did it this way so that it is easier to see. As long as you have it between these two curly braces here, Python won't care whether or not these items are on separate lines or not. So don't worry about that. All right, so I need to then manipulate this text. So first I want to get each word in the text. And we know already, we should know by now, that if we want to get each word in a string, the best way to do it is to make a text array or text list using text.split here. So we're going to split the string that we're given. Oops. Sorry, I've been coding in C lately as practice, and so I've reflexively using C comments rather than Python comments. So pardon me on that. So split the string into a list of words. And this is going to cause us a little bit of an issue in just a little bit because, as you can see in our example down here, our example text, we have a couple words that have punctuation at the end of them. So we're going to need to account for that at some point in our function. And then I'm going to enumerate over the text array. So if you aren't familiar with the enumerate function, then go back and read that page. It's going to be a very useful function for us in the future because it's going to let us have access to both the index and the item from a list. So it's super useful. It really, really is. And you're going to want to know how to use it. But here is an example of how it works. So when you want to use the enumerate, you want to do it inside of a for loop. So I'm going to do for index, comma word. So for the index and the word and its corresponding index in an enumerated version of the text array. So this for loop is going to, each time through the for loop, go to the next word in text array and also set index equal to that word's index in the text array. So if I want to call up the word, the actual word, I can call it up by just typing word. If I want to call up the index of the word, I can call it up by typing index, or I can call text array index to get that word as well. So it's useful all around. And then I need to let me comment this. Iterate through string, and then for index word and enumerate text array. We want to see, is it the word in the pirate dictionary? So if word in pirate dict, and we know that we can call in or use the in operator on pirate dict. So if the word is in the pirate dictionary, if hello is in there, which it is right. It is right. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hello is in the dictionary, so it should find hello. And if it finds hello, then we want to replace the word in our text array with the word in the dictionary. So word equals pirate dict word. Now when I call pirate dict word, what's going to happen is it's going to grab the values stored at pirate dict key of word. So if the word is equal to hello, then it's going to go to pirate dict hello, which is right here, and that's going to grab avast and then set word equal to avast. So that may cause an issue because I'm not sure exactly how enumerate handles assigning values within itself like this, but we'll see what's up. See how it goes. We'll see how it works out. Comment this. Check if word exists in dictionary. Replace if so. And then that should be all I need to do. Finally, I just want to join the text array for the translation, which we can do by using the joy function, the joy method, which, as I'm sure you probably have dealt with multiple times already, looks like this if you want to join with spaces, which is kind of the opposite of how we would expect it to be, but we'll just go with it. It is the string space, which is our glue that we're using to join together. So space.join text array. So we're going to join text array together with spaces. And then we're just going to return the translation. Whoops. Return translation. So let's see if this works. My suspicion is no, but we'll give it a shot. All right, so it didn't error out on anything, but we can see that the test expected this, and instead we got this. So we didn't actually translate anything, and I suspect that is because enumerate does not like when we try to replace the word like this. So instead of replacing the word like this, what we can do is just replace its location in the text array. So text array index with the pirate dictionary version of the word. Let's see if that works. All right, still failed, but we're getting closer. We got avast me, man. Please are your foul blackguard to the restroom. Okay, so we're almost there. We're very nearly there. We have now just the only problem is that these words that end with a punctuation point did not get translated. So we have to figure out how to do that. We had to figure out how to work around that. I don't know that there's a good way, a good clean way to do this. So I'm just going to do kind of the dirty way that I know is going to function, even if it's a little stupid. So I'm going to, before I check if the word exists in the dictionary, check if word includes punctuation. I can do that by checking whether or not the last character of the word is an alphabetic character. So if word -1, which will give me the last letter of the word, is alpha, then I want to do this. If word is alpha, I want to do just this thing that we have already done. That's easy. But if the last letter, the last character of the word is not an alphabetical letter, then we need to do something else, right? We need to see it. We need to check if it's in the pirate dictionary. So if word in pirate dictionary. But if I do just word, if word in pirate dictionary, it's not going to find it. For example, our example down here is man, comma, should become matey, comma. So if I just do if word in pirate dict, it's going to search pirate dict for man, comma, which is not in there. It doesn't exist. So we want to, excuse me, search the pirate dictionary for the word, but all the characters in the word except for the last character. So you want to search for all the letters in the word except for the last character, which means we want to use a slice, right? We want to slice this word somehow. And this slice, slice operator :(-1) end slice, is a slice operator, slice statement that says grab everything but the last character, the last item in this collection. So it's going to, in the case of man, it's going to grab MAN, but not the comma, because the comma is at index -1. So it's going to search the pirate dictionary for man. If man is in the pirate dictionary, which we know it is, then I want to replace, the same way we did up here, man comma's location with the pirate dict version of that word. Let's do this, and we'll see if that works. So I'll save it, and I'll run it. All right, we're getting an error. Key error man, comma, on line 36. So if we go to line 36, we'll see that because I tried to replace it with the pirate dictionary version of the word here, what it's doing is it's going to pirate dict and it's calling man, comma, which doesn't exist. So it's returning a key error, because if you try to get a key value from a dictionary that doesn't exist, it will return a key error every single time. So we can work around that, again, by just doing a slice. And in fact, to make it easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new variable here that is just word. Let me think. I'm going to call it no punct for no punctuation. And I'm going to set it equal to word, slice, -1. There we go. So if the no punctuation version of that word is in the pirate dictionary, then replace its location with the pirate dictionary value for the word, that word with no punctuation. All right, now let's see if it works. Save, run. All right, no error, but still wrong. Because as you can see here, even though I've got the right words, I don't have the exclamation point here, and I don't have the comma here anymore. But that's an easy fix. We just have to add those back on. And we can do that simply by adding those back on, by grabbing the last letter, the last character of word, and adding it back on to my result that I got from the pirate dictionary. So in this case, it's going to say, is the last letter of man, comma, an alphabetical letter? No, it isn't. It's a comma. So it goes down here. It says no punctuation equal to the word except for the comma. So it's just no punct equals man, while word still equals man, comma. So it checks the Pirate Dictionary for man, and then it sets man's location, man, comma's location in the text array equal to the pirate definition of man plus the last letter of word, which is comma. So it should work. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we still failed, but the good news is I know why. We can see that this is our expected result. Avast me matey, please are your fellow blaggart to the head. But instead we got avast me matey, comma is good, please are your foul blaggart to the head. So unfortunately, and I should have said this at the beginning, this test statement here is actually wrong. It should be the head if it's translated correctly, because restroom, if we look at our pirate dictionary, translates to the head. But in our test statement, it says the restroom. So restroom, the doesn't get translated because there's no pirate translation for the, but restroom gets translated to the head. So it should be the head. So if I change our test statement here, we should get a pass. All right, there we go. So I know that was a lot, but a lot of that was dealing with these edge cases and not actually doing the actual translation. If you wanted to just strip the punctuation from the problem, from the actual issue, you could get by with a lot less text here. But we didn't do that. We wanted to do it, all the way, give it a good thorough job. So now we have a function that will translate English to pirate.